Located in the heart of Kerala lies the town of Perumbavoor. Today, it is no longer just a town. It has become a reflection of one of the most significant social and economic shifts unfolding in the state. Once known for its timber industry, Perumbavoor is now often referred to as Kerala's mini India, an informal capital for interstate migrant workers. If you walk through Perumbavoor town on a Sunday, you might momentarily wonder whether you are still in Kerala. The cultural and linguistic landscape has visibly changed. But this transformation is not merely cosmic. Beneath the surface, there are deeper concerns that may signal a larger social challenge Kerala has never faced at this scale before. In recent times, the news emerging from Perumbavoor has been so unsettling. Reports of violent crimes, drug seizures, unidentified residents, and uncontrolled migration have raised serious questions. This is not about blaming anyone, it is about examining a pattern. Perumbavoor may just not represent a local issue, it may be a warning sign of a wider law and order and public safety challenge that could spread across Kerala if left unaddressed. This is an investigation into how unregulated migration, lack of documentation, and organized drug networks may be interested and what that means for public safety. According to official estimates, around 150,000 interstate workers reside in Perumbavoor. However, unofficial estimates suggest the number could be significantly higher, even up to 4 lakhs. It is important to clarify the issue is not migrant labor itself. The Kerala's economy depends on it. The concern lies in the absence of proper documentation, background verification, and centralized data systems. Without structured registration mechanisms, or the authorities face challenges in tracking who enters, where they reside, and under what conditions. Police have conducted multiple inspections and raids in labor camps. However, officials acknowledge that managing such large inflows without systemic reforms remain difficult. Beyond this labor migration, another concern has been repeatedly highlighted as drug trafficking. In the past 6 months alone, more than 40 drug related cases were reportedly registered within the Perumbavoor excise range. Authorities have seized substances ranging from cannabis to synthetic drugs like MDMA and heroin. Law enforcement agencies warn that organized networks are targeting young people, even including school and college students. Local residents have been installed public boards warning against drug sales and illegal activities, yet, this is a reflection of that community now. Another sensitive issue involves property owners who rent out overcrowded spaces without verifying tenant details. When economic interest outweigh due diligence, regulatory gaps widen. And this is not only a law and issue order, it is also a public health concern. Recent health screenings conducted in certain labor camps reportedly revealed alarming infection rates. In one camp level screening, a significant percentage tested positive for diseases including HIV, human immunovirus. Health experts emphasize that overcrowded living conditions, lack of sanitation, substance abuse, and limited medical access increase vulnerability to infectious diseases such as tuberculosis and malaria too. Without systemic medical screening, awareness programs, and integration into public health systems, risk may extend beyond localized areas. Police have launched multiple large scale operations involving dog squads, bomb squads, and coordinated inspections of labor camps. They require systemic solutions. In 2016, Jisha murder case shocked Kerala's constituents. At the time, discussions around verification systems, tracking mechanisms, and interstate coordination intensified. Yet, years later, similar structural gaps appear to persist. Perumbavoor is no longer just a town experiencing change. Perumbavoor is a warning. Recent months have been repeated reports of theft, drug seizures, and public safety complaints. Residents speak of growing unease. Families question whether streets feel as safe as they once did. Health department screenings in certain labor clusters have revealed new HIV detections, alarming alarms about tracking, treatment continuity, and public health preparedness. At the district level, Ernakulam, which includes Perumbau, records the highest number of reported HIV cases in Kerala. Add to this rise in synthetic drug seizures, overcrowded living conditions, and gaps in documentation, and the picture becomes much harder to ignore. When migration expands without structured registration, this is what happens. Systems don't just bend, they begin to fail. This is not about blaming people who came here to work. It is about questioning whether the state anticipated the scale of change. Are authorities prepared? Are databases updated? Are cross state verification systems functioning? Are children, women, and senior citizens educationally protected? Or are we reacting only after incidents occur? Just like most of the cases, silence is not policy, delay is not governance. Perumbavoor today forces Kerala to comfort an uncomfortable truth. Rapid demographic transformation without regulatory reform creates vulnerability. Not tomorrow, now. This is not a call for division, it is demand for accountability. Because what is visible here today may become unavoidable somewhere else tomorrow. This is Chandni signing off from the Unmasked Intel. Stay with us for the most fearless, unbiased, and unfiltered updates.